Hello students, today we will discuss about the Western diets and the other topics of the animal nutrition in Western diets. In the affluent societies, we can say in the developed countries like USA and Europe, there is no general shortage of food and most people can afford a diet with an adequate energy and protein content. So few people are the undernourished, eating too much food or food of the wrong sort, however leads to malnutrition of the different kinds. So here we're starting with the carbs. We can say the refined sugar, that is the sucrose, and sucrose, as we know, it is the disaccharide and it is made up of glucose and fructose. These are the two monosaccharides, glucose C6H12O6, that contain the aldehyde group, and the fructose contain the ketone group. So this is very concentrated source of energy. You can absorb a lot of sugar from the biscuits, ice cream, sweets, soft drinks, tinned fruits, sweet tea without ever feeling full up. So you tend to take in more sugars than your body needs, which may lead to your becoming overweight or obese. The food industry has been urged to reduce the sugar content of its products to help curb the increase in obesity in countries like Great Britain and America. Sugar is also the major cause of the tooth decay, and also we will discuss about in next portion of this chapter. So the next point is the fats. Actually, fats are, when we listen about the fats, we think it is very dangerous for health, but this is not correct. But it's somewhat correct. Excess of everything is bad. Even though honey, the excess of honey is also very bad. Excess of everything that is normally good for health, but the excess of that thing will ultimately cause the diseases and a lot of other problems. So when we listen about the word fat, there are good fat and there are bad fats. So we will discuss about all the fats, good and bad, and we will discuss about the function and importance of these fats. Fatty deposits called the plaques in the arteries can lead to the coronary heart disease. Because we are discussing about the malnutrition, so we will discuss about the negative portion of the fats. Ultimately, of course, there are positive points for the fats. So the negative aspect is the formation of plaques and leading to coronary heart diseases and strokes. These plaques are formed from the lipid and cholesterol combined with the proteins, where the LDL, that is the low density lipoproteins. Although liver makes LDL, there is evidence to suggest that high intake of fat, particularly animal fat, help to raise the level of LDL in the blood and increase the risk of the plaque formation. Most animal fat are formed from saturated fatty acids, so called because of their molecular structure. Plant oil are called unsaturated, polyunsaturated. We are commonly known as them as the oils. For this reason, vegetable fats and certain margarine are considered by some nutritionists to be healthier than butter and cream. However, there is still much debate about the evidence for this. So the fiber, as we're discussing about the malnutrition, so we'll discuss about the negative portion of the fiber. Of course, there are a lot of benefits of fibers. It prevents us from constipation, it prevents us from diarrhea, it fills the satiety, the completeness, it fulfill our hunger, that is called as a satiety. So due to the lack of fibers, a lot of problem may occur like constipation, diarrhea, dysentery, and a lot of other diseases. Many of the processed food in the Western diet contain too little fiber. White bread has had the fiber removed. A lack of fiber can result in constipation. Unprocessed food such as the unskinned potatoes, vegetable, fruit contain plenty of fiber. Food rich in fiber is usually bulky and makes you feel the full up. So we can say it is called as a satiety. Fiber enables the process of peristalsis to move food through the gut more efficiently and may also protect the intestine from cancer and other disorders. Fiber helps prevent constipation. So our next portion is the overweight and obesity. Actually, the word overweight and obesity is a general term that is used for the obese people that consume too much food instead, and the unhygienic food, too much food, a lot of other problem may be attached to the obese person. Obesity is mother of all diseases. These are different categories or the degrees of the same disorder. If you take in more food than your body needs for energy growth and replacement, the excess is converted to fat and stored in fat deposit under the skin or in the abdomen. Obese people are more likely to suffer from high blood pressure, coronary heart diseases, and diabetes. Having extra weight to carry also makes you the reluctant to take exercise. By measuring person's height, body mass, it is impossible to use the chart to predict whether or not they have an ideal body mass. So we have to overcome this problem by exercising, taking normal diet, and taking not too much diet, and the healthy diet, hygienic diet. So all this is about the malnutrition and the negative portion of the there are different fibers and fats and different other minerals. So the classes of fats, as we know, classes of food, actually food is classified into three categories majorly, especially fats, which are also known as the lipids, carbohydrates, and proteins. These are the major food, and the other are also required in the trace quantities. So in the next lecture we will discuss in detail of every food component, carbs, proteins, and fats in very detail. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for further notification so that you may get my videos, information, and technical and the clinical knowledge based videos. Thank you.